Your mindset shapes every aspect of your life. The way you think, the beliefs you hold, and the attitude you carry determine whether you rise above challenges or let them define you. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that you are destined to fail, or that success is only for others, you are already setting yourself up for weakness. Strength begins in the mind. It's not just about physical endurance or skills. It's about the way you see yourself and the world around you. Every great achievement starts with belief. People who accomplish incredible things are not necessarily the smartest or the strongest. They are the ones who refuse to give up, no matter the setbacks. They train their minds to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. When faced with obstacles, they don't dwell on why something can't be done. They look for ways to make it happen. This is a difference between those who push forward and those who remain stuck. But it's not just about being positive, it's about being intentional. If you constantly fill your mind with doubt, negativity, and fear, you weaken your own potential. On the other hand, if you fuel your mind with growth, learning, and self-belief, you strengthen your ability to overcome. This doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to see difficulties as opportunities rather than roadblocks. How you speak to yourself matters. The words you repeat in your mind become the foundation of your confidence or your insecurity. If you tell yourself you're not capable, that thought will control your actions, and soon it will become true. But if you train yourself to say, I can figure this out, I am capable, or I will keep going, you rewire your brain to act in alignment with strength. It's about replacing self-doubt with self-discipline, replacing fear with action, and replacing excuses with responsibility. The people you surround yourself with also influence your mindset. If you are constantly in an environment where people complain, criticize, and settle for less, you will absorb that energy. But if you choose to be around those who challenge you, inspire you, and push you to grow, your mindset will adapt to that level. You become what you allow into your mind, so guard it carefully. No one is born with an unshakable mindset. It is built one thought, one habit, and one decision at a time. The choice is yours. You can let your thoughts weaken you, or you can train your mind to make yourself stronger every single day. Your body is the foundation of everything you do. If you don't take care of it, everything else in your life suffers. Your energy, your focus, your confidence, even your ability to handle stress. Strength isn't just about lifting weights or looking fit. It's about making choices every day that keep you functioning at your best. Food is fuel. What you put into your body directly affects how you feel, how you think, and how you perform. If you constantly rely on processed food, excessive sugar, or unhealthy habits, you are weakening yourself from the inside out. On the other hand, when you nourish your body with the right foods, whole, natural, and nutrient-rich, you give yourself the energy and clarity to take on any challenge. It's not about strict dieting or depriving yourself. It's about making choices that support your strength instead of draining it. Movement is power. A strong body leads to a strong mind, and neglecting physical activity weakens both. Exercise isn't just about appearance, it's about keeping your body capable and resilient. It builds endurance, sharpens focus, and even improves mood. Whether it's lifting, running, stretching, or simply staying active throughout the day, movement is a signal to yourself that you are committed to your own well-being. When you take care of your body, you develop the discipline and confidence to push through in other areas of life. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you don't rest properly, you slow yourself down. Your mind becomes foggy, your reactions become sluggish, and your emotions become harder to control. Lack of sleep makes everything feel more overwhelming, more stressful, and more difficult than it actually is. Prioritizing rest doesn't mean being lazy, it means valuing recovery so that you can function at your highest level. Taking care of your health also means managing stress. The way you handle pressure determines whether it strengthens you or breaks you. If you let stress build up without any outlet, it will drain you mentally and physically. But if you develop healthy ways to cope, whether through exercise, meditation, deep breathing, or even just taking a moment to pause, you prevent stress from controlling you. Strength isn't about avoiding pressure, it's about learning how to handle it without letting it wear you down. You cannot be your best, think clearly, or achieve your goals if your body is constantly running on empty. Every choice you make, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, either makes you stronger or makes you weaker. Taking care of your health is not just about living longer, it's about living better, with the strength and energy to take on everything life throws your way. The people and places you surround yourself with have a powerful effect on your mindset, your confidence, and your ability to grow. Whether you realize it or not, your environment shapes your thoughts, your energy, and even your self-worth. If you constantly expose yourself to negativity, drama, and people who drain you, it weakens you over time. You might not notice it immediately, but slowly your motivation fades, your confidence shrinks, and you start questioning your own potential. Toxic environments don't always scream danger. Sometimes they whisper doubt. They show up in small ways. Conversations filled with complaints instead of solutions. Friends who discourage you rather than support you. Or workplaces that drain you instead of inspiring you. These environments hold you back, making it harder to stay focused, motivated, and confident in yourself. You may have the strongest mindset, but if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it will wear you down. Recognizing toxicity is the first step. Ask yourself, do the people around you lift you up or pull you down? Do they challenge you to grow or do they make you doubt yourself? Do they celebrate your success or do they find ways to make you feel small? If you constantly feel drained, unappreciated, or stuck in the same cycle, it's a sign that your environment is working against you. Strength doesn't come from tolerating negativity, it comes from choosing to protect your energy. Walking away from toxic environments isn't always easy. Sometimes the people who hold you back are the ones closest to you, but staying in an unhealthy environment out of guilt, fear, or comfort will only weaken you in the long run. You don't have to cut people off completely, but you do need to set boundaries. Protect your space, limit your exposure to negativity, and surround yourself with those who encourage your growth. Energy is contagious. When you surround yourself with strong, motivated, and positive people, their mindset rubs off on you. You start to think bigger, push harder, and believe in yourself more. You gain confidence, resilience, and a stronger sense of purpose. The right environment doesn't just make you feel good, pushes you to be better. At the end of the day, you have a choice. You can stay in environments that weaken you, or you can step into spaces that challenge and empower you. Strength isn't just about what you do, it's about what you allow into your life. Choose wisely. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to grow, to get stronger, and to prove to yourself what you are truly capable of. But too often, people see challenges as reasons to quit. They get frustrated when things don't go as planned, when obstacles appear, or when the journey gets tough. What they don't realize is that struggle is a necessary part of growth. If everything came easily, you would never develop the strength, discipline, and resilience needed to handle greater opportunities. Think about any skill, any success, any achievement. It all comes from pushing through discomfort. Athletes don't get stronger by staying in their comfort zones. They push their limits, endure pain, and embrace the struggle because they know that's how they improve. The same applies to life. If you avoid challenges, you stay weak. If you face them head on, you build the endurance to handle anything that comes your way. Fear often makes challenges seem bigger than they really are. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of stepping into the unknown. It all convinces you that it's better to stay where you are. But growth never happens in comfort. Every successful person you admire has failed, struggled, and faced moments where they doubted themselves. The difference is they didn't let those moments define them. They kept going, they learned, they adjusted, and because of that, they became stronger. You embrace challenges, you develop a new mindset. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? You start asking, what can I learn from this? Instead of thinking, this is too hard, you say, this is making me stronger. That shift in perspective turns every setback into a lesson, every obstacle into an opportunity, and every failure into a step forward. Challenges don't weaken you. They show you where you need to grow. The truth is, life will never be free of difficulties. There will always be moments that test you, that push you beyond what you think you can handle. But if you train yourself to embrace these moments instead of fearing them, nothing will be able to break you. You will become unstoppable, not because life is easy, but because you have learned to thrive even when it's hard. Your values are your foundation. They define who you are, what you stand for, and the path you choose to walk in life. But in a world full of pressure, influence, and distractions, Staying true to those values is not always easy. There will be moments when you feel tempted to compromise, when taking shortcuts seems more convenient, when fitting in feels more important than standing firm, or when fear of judgment makes you question what you believe. But every time you go against your values, you weaken yourself. Strength isn't just about physical endurance or mental toughness. It's about having the integrity to stand by what you believe, even when it's difficult. When you compromise your values for approval, success, or comfort, you might gain something in the short term, but you lose something much greater, your self-respect. And once that's gone, it's hard to regain. Staying true to your values gives you an unshakable sense of identity. It means you don't bend just because the world expects you to. You make decisions based on what aligns with your principles, not what is easiest in the moment. The people around you will test your values. Some will try to convince you that they don't matter, that integrity is overrated, that cutting corners is just part of life. But you have to ask yourself, who do you want to be? Do you want to be someone who stands firm or someone who follows the crowd? Do you want to live with confidence, knowing you never sacrificed what truly matters? Or do you want to live with regret, knowing you betrayed yourself to please others? Strength comes from knowing where you stand and refusing to be swayed by temporary pressures. Living by your values doesn't mean life will always be easy. Sometimes doing the right thing means losing opportunities, walking away from relationships, or taking the harder path. But in the end, those choices build character. They give you the kind of strength that no amount of external success can provide. Because true strength isn't measured by what you have, it's measured by what you refuse to compromise, no matter the cost. Growth never stops. The moment you think you know everything, the moment you believe you've reached your peak, that's when you start to weaken. Life is constantly changing, and the strongest people are the ones who keep adapting, keep learning, and keep evolving. Knowledge isn't just something you gain in school or from a book. It's the way you approach every experience, every challenge, and every setback. If you treat life as a classroom, you'll always find ways to improve, and improvement is what keeps you moving forward. Learning doesn't just happen when things are going well. Some of the greatest lessons come from failure, from mistakes, from moments when everything seems to go wrong. But too often, people see failure as an ending, as proof that they weren't good enough. In reality, failure is just feedback. It shows you what didn't work so you can find a better way. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck isn't talent. It's the willingness to learn from every experience and keep going. Evolving means stepping out of your comfort zone. It means challenging yourself, trying new things, and being open to change. Many people resist growth because it's uncomfortable. They cling to what's familiar, even if it's holding them back. But nothing great happens in stagnation. If you want to be stronger, smarter, and better than you were yesterday, you have to be willing to stretch yourself. That means reading, asking questions, seeking mentors, and constantly pushing your limits. The people you surround yourself with also impact your ability to grow. If you spend time with those who never challenge themselves, who settle for mediocrity, you will absorb that mindset. But if you seek out those who push you, who inspire you, who are always striving for more, their energy will elevate you. Growth is contagious, but so is stagnation. Choose wisely. Learning and evolving are not optional. They are necessary. The world is changing, opportunities are shifting, and the only way to stay ahead is to keep improving. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room, but you should always be the one willing to learn the most, because the strongest people are not those who have all the answers. They are the ones who never stop searching for them. Your life is in your hands. The choices you make, the actions you take, and the mindset you carry shape your future. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or even bad luck for where you are, but the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one will work harder for your success than you. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you take back your power. Blaming others is a trap. It gives away your control and keeps you stuck in the same place. When you say it's not my fault or I can't do anything about it, you weaken yourself. But when you shift your thinking and say, this is my life and I will take control of it, everything changes. Instead of waiting for opportunities, you create them. Instead of complaining about problems, you find solutions. Instead of letting setbacks define you, you use them as fuel to push forward. Taking responsibility doesn't mean life will be easy. There will be challenges, obstacles, and unfair situations, but strength comes from how you respond, not from what happens to you. You can either let difficulties break you, or you can let them build you. The people who succeed are not the ones who had the smoothest path. They are the ones who refuse to let excuses hold them back. Self-discipline is key. You can have the best intentions, but if you don't hold yourself accountable, nothing will change. Success isn't about motivation, it's about consistency. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, even when you don't feel like it. When you stop making excuses and start taking action, you develop a level of strength and confidence that no one can take away from you. No one owes you anything, and that's not a bad thing. It means your success, your growth, and your future are completely up to you. That's not a burden, it's an opportunity. The question is, will you take it? Strength is not just about physical power, it's about the choices you make every day. Your mindset, your health, your environment, and your willingness to embrace challenges all determine whether you grow or stay stagnant. Staying true to your values, constantly learning, and taking full responsibility for your life put you in control of your future. No one else can make you strong. It's a decision only you can make. Every challenge is an opportunity, every failure a lesson, and every day a chance to become better. The question is simple. Will you make yourself weak, or will you choose strength?